DTF units ready to go out tomorrow. And thus the process begins. Thank you to our friends who purchased units during our sale event. And we're just kind of going to go through the process of what we do before a printer goes out the door. So during this process, you can have either the option to refurbish your printer, put a new print head in it, a new pump cap assembly into it, new lines as well. Or during our sale, these come back to us from Fuji and Epson and the Walmart and the Walgreens, and they come into our warehouse, and I hold them for a short time and then get them out into the market. But, prior to getting them into the market or prior to sending them out, we do a perfect nozzle check. So I know that when these printers go out, they are fully operational. Therefore, anybody that calls me and they say, Ernest, the print head, isn't pushing yellow out. And I'm like, bullshit, okay? Bullshit. You just have to realize that the weakest part of this whole operation is our cartridges. T-Town t-shirts, man, you would be crazy if you did not buy one of these printers. I go on the hook and I warranty these printers for 30 days, unless you buy a longer warranty. But so we've had about 32 sold, and I was hoping I'd get 90 sold, but we'll stop here in just a few days because I can't handle the mental stress of it all. It takes a lot for me to include ink, film, powder, cartridges, reset chips. Just the ink, film, powder alone, I spend $1,000, right? Like you, I buy my ink, film, and powder, and I don't get much of a discount because I am not buying thousands and thousands of dollars worth of ink. Thankfully, in this case, though, my partner or friend or associate who says, hey, Ernest, I love what you're doing. Let us include the ink, film, and powder, and we'll give you a discount. And that they are the manufacturers of my beloved bright white ink. You could tell me there are 7 other inks, Ernest, and they're bright. And I'm like, I don't care. When you find the ink that works for you, it works. There's no point in changing. So I think that's where I'm at. And I mean, look at this right here. Dude, it took years to get to this. Well, T-Town, the reset chip, first of all, the cartridges work forever until the cartridges explode, but you can buy new cartridges. Unlike our P6000, and this is an Asian P6000 going out right here. So like DTF Superstore, they sell this one for $10,000. And our P6000 right here, I just did a perfect nozzle check on it. Let me turn it around. But just so that you know, this is not the USA version. They sell theirs for $10,000. I sold this one for $5,000. We're not in 2020 anymore when the distributor would only release 50 at a time. We're in 2023, and now they're cycling through these. So in these models right here, my friend, in these models right here, you just get your cartridges, fill them up with ink, do your initial fill, and then every time you need to reset your cartridges, you just click your resetter and it restarts the cartridges. And those are included. I don't get those for a discounted rate. They cost me $50 and $75 each. That's what they'll cost you, plus your cartridges. And the cartridges are like 350 bucks or so. So that's already what, $500? And then you take your ink, film, and powder. I mean, by the time it's all done, I got $800, $900 into it, and I'm paying your shipping as well. So usually, you don't replace the chip on the cart. No, sir. And so usually I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, usually the customer pays shipping, but in this case we're paying shipping, and sometimes the shipping costs us $400, $300 and then $100 insurance, because if these things are damaged along the way, then we will send out a new one. And of course it has to be insured. But the beautiful thing about this is that, look, I mean, it's amazing to see actually a printer come out of one of the Walmarts and the sponge pads are not dirty. We don't really use the sponge pads because we don't print, borderless when we're printing on film. And just a reminder, so it's $4,500, shipping is included, you get this at the door, it's gonna work. It is absolutely gonna work. So, other than that, if you buy one of our powder shakers and we drop the price of the printer down to $1,500, and what a savings that is. Tomorrow when you come back, we'll be introducing a 13-inch powder shaker, that is perfect for these if you want to print on a 13-inch roll. But remember, these do cut sheets, and then they do 24 inches by 120 or however long, you can dangle your sheet out. And so this coming week, we got delayed with our 24-inch powder shakers, but they'll go there. So how long can you go without printing before you'll have a problem printing your next one? So the good thing about these inks, especially the white inks, and that I've noticed, is that they'll take like 24 to maybe 48 hours before the white ink starts to separate of non-movement. Then you just do a cleaning. But as long as you're printing and you're moving the ink through, this printer can print all day long non-stop, because as you're printing, you can push pause and do a cleaning and then continue to print right where you left off, which is a very, very, very intelligent feature of this printer. Because, I try to tell people all the time that the reason these printers are so good is that there is a vacuum system in the cartridge mechanism. There is also our pump cap assembly, and maybe I have one over here because this guy asked me to send him his printer with this already taken off. So the pump cap assembly right here is what makes the printer amazing, in that the pump cap assembly, well, it has the strongest pump in all the capping station assemblies that will actually suck ink through the print head, or if there's air through the print head, it can get the print head out as you're or get the air out as you're pushing the ink and the air through doing cleanings. Now, very intelligent feature in that printer, and that's what makes it so much more beneficial. Now, the difference is that it is not as fast as our i3200 print heads, which are 2 units there on the website as well. Obviously, it's not as fast, right? But the difference is that you can print, 720 by 720 color and 720 by 720 white and just be flying. I mean, flying super fast. It's quite amazing how fast it prints. So be one of those people. I can't tell you how long the owners are going to continue to do this sale, but they'll do it long enough until they're just like, okay, Ernest, we got some printers out, because how much room do you need? So the printer right here is 22 inches wide. So I always say 2 feet, because you want to be able to get, behind the printer when you're working on it, or when you're moving stuff around. So 23 to 24 inches wide. And here you have, what, 52 inches in length. And then you have 48 inches. I think it's 48 inches tall. That's all the area you need. And I recommend putting a table in front if you don't get a powder shaker, so that you can print those long 120-inch sheets, or the 24 by 30s. Very, very popular size. So with that, there's different formats that we have of payment options. A lot of you have been asking about that. And some of you have just sent your payment directly, but there is PayPal, there is Cash App, and I'm tired. So there's Cash App, there is ClickLease, but in order to get financing through CIT, ClickLease, or one of these companies, you have to get the balance up to $5,000. So usually what I just do in that case is throw in an extra roll of film and some ink and some stuff that just balances the 5,000 or the $500 out. So other than that, you can do a down payment and finance. $45 or $4,000, whatever you do, however I can help you get into printing, right? I need the space. You can just see how much space only 7 of these printers take up, right? 7 of these printers take up, what is it, 52 inches times 7, do the math, 140 feet. Is that right? 6 times 7, 30, 35 feet going down. So 35 feet going down that way, and then we had 30 of them come in. So 7, 30, 60, 90, about 145 feet, is what it'll take to store it. What'd you say? Hi, Jonathan. How you doing? Oh, Jonathan, I remember. Right. You can just give me a call anytime. I'll be working late tonight till about 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, just give me a call. And, if you're trying to do a multi-unit like that, perfect. I'll see if the owners will work something out. I don't know. I don't make the decisions here. Certainly, I don't have the money to buy all these. They do. But just reach out to us. And then, so climate, you can print in an area just like this. You just want to make sure that your temperature stays in between 50 to 70 degrees and the humidity is about 38 to 50, 60 degrees. I think if you get 60 degrees, you can clog your print head. Too much humidity is not bad. Too little humidity is not the thing either. The ink stop screen. I appreciate you calling and thank you for interest in this printer. Every time I sell one of these, I sit with deep paranoia because I know that they leave in perfect working condition. And I know that if I was the one running the printer, then it would stay pretty much in perfect working condition, but people are not willing to do that. So I've thought of different things that we can do to run cleanings, when we're not there. Say we go on vacation or something, download Splashtop to your iPhone or your Android device, run Splashtop on your PC. And when that PC is hooked up to the printer, you can run a cleaning remotely. And I do that from my phone. So either way, you're able to continually monitor this printer so that you don't clog the print head, right, when you're gone. I've had people, like my friend Romy, God bless him, he didn't run a cleaning for 14 days. And I'm like, Jesus, don't do that, and he was able to waste a lot of ink. And I'm like, you cannot be doing that. And then I thought that, a lot of owners have people that work for them. Let me read this. They are perfect. Everyone that leaves, if you see this is how I know they're perfect. Everyone that leaves here is NOS checked. And because if I sell you a printer that doesn't work, I can get sued. I can get a reversal sent on the company, something like that. And then we've got to employ our attorney who's on the website on something. So yeah, look, every single one of these go out in perfect tip-top working condition. Sorry. So they, every single one of them, they go up on perfect working condition. I gotta slow down or else you won't be able to see a lot of the lights, like the LLK, you can definitely see that they're all there. Every single one of these. Oh God, Eddie, you know, I love you so much, dude. Brother, you can have one for a special price because I love you, man. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate it. Eddie Nails, guys, if you're ever in Philly, he's got an incredible shop. So, you know, they all are in perfect working condition, but at this price, I can't refurbish them, right? I can't put in a brand new print head. I can't put in a brand new capping station, but on every one of these, I grease the wheel or grease the rail, and I'll teach you all how to do that probably in a day or two. It's very important that you do that about once a year, and it's especially if you keep your printer outside or in a condition where it is dusty, because that dust can get on the rail, and then sometimes a printer can just make loud screeching noises, you know, and you know, it's just very bothersome. So these 7 are going out, and it's a lot to get them out. 2 of them I'm driving. Boy, that kicks my ass. But I have to look, can I get more people printing? And the majority of you, you know, if you've bought a printer from me, you don't buy ink from me. And you know that where you buy ink, these things rarely clog. It's like, since the industry has grown, it's like the, you know, it's like the whole market has adjusted to all the different print heads. So remember when I used to print out back here, you know, golly. So that's another thing. I made it through a year in the shed here, right? In the storage. I was able to print just fine, both with eco-solvent and with, you know, and with, what do you call it? The, DTF. I was just trying to think for a moment. So, you know, I'm trying to look and see, because these are 7900s back here that we got back. Our 7890s are off in another room. And so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I kind of got them scattered all in here. These ones here, I refurbished or purchased refurbished from Epson, so I keep those boxed up because I think those are the last refurbished, truly Epson refurbished units, maybe in America, because everybody gets those from Fuji. Well, now they don't, they're gone. God, I'm not gonna have enough room. I gotta move some, I gotta go to the other storage unit. It's a problem, it costs so much in space bouncing around 4 units in 3 different cities. Okay, I gotta think how I'm gonna do this. Truck's coming right back here tomorrow, but I can't leave these out because the Amazon people will get here at like 5 a.m. in the morning, dude, and they'll start, you know, driving cars through here. So I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put these. I already got a fine because for 2 nights I had 30 of them sitting in the hallway. I couldn't put them anywhere. What the fuck are you gonna do, right? I just want you all to get printing. A recession is coming, right? And one reason the owners wanted to do this is they're like, Ernest, get rid of all the printers and just start carrying ones that can be drop shipped from our Hanover area. And there is definitely a recession coming, people. And you want to have a printer, in my opinion, even if you're one of the people with an Asian printer. You guys are going to see over the next few days our dual i3200 print heads, but they're for somebody that needs to do, you know, 5,000 to 10,000 transfers a month. And those are huge companies. And I waited since 2020 to get the right dual head unit that I feel is simple, that I can teach people how to use, and I can work on it. So, you know, I flew to California and took some training on a printer, and I really like it, but it's a whole different ballgame. You know, those you're talking $16,000, $17,000. What a day, dude. I think what I can do technically is I can do what I did last time, and that's just put them on put them on a pallet back here and just have them picked up right here. God, dude, I gotta spend the night here. Yeah, I sell a unit that handles that volume. So what do you got EcoSolvent printer going for something? So I only have Epson S8600s and a 4600. Okay, so let me show you T-Town shirts. This is a big printer, right? And I have these, and my wife and I got this printer in New York from Epson, by the way. So it's this printer over here, but it has, all I have is the 10 channel. So I have two of these, a 10 channel Epson, and I think I have that listed for like $14,000 plus delivery. And of course I can finance that through CIT. This one is not for sale. This one is under Epson warranty, and brother, you'll have to, I don't want to let it go, man, because they freaking take forever to get here unless you buy them on a Epson lease buyout. It's actually Fuji that I work with, the only company, and what Fuji does is they lease and sell printers to big warehouses. So this was in a big sticker giant store, and they only had it running for 3 months, and then the business went out of business and they defaulted on the lease, and I picked it up through the lease, the Fuji lease recycle center. And I mean, I love it. So I have this one, and I have the 4600 as well, and the 4600 is a 4-channel. The last Roland BN20 I think I'll ever get my hands on, I sold to Edmund. And man, dude, every day of my life I regret it, because that printer can become a UV printer with a $300 light add-on. So for all of those on, I appreciate that you've bought printers. Thank you so much. I can't wait to meet you. And Eddie, we'll see you soon, man. My son's out there in Philly. Hold down the fort for him. How's the water issue out there, man? Are you guys got water? If you don't have water, dude, I'll overnight you bottles of water, boxes of water. I don't know how bad it is. I don't know if the media is straight up about what all's going on. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna leave these, sorry to cuss, how I'm gonna leave these printers out here at night and not get a fine again. I don't know, man, I'm paranoid. So, let's see, what'd you say? Yeah, so that's, I do sell, it's on my website, liveeventprinting.com. Go to printer sales and drop down, I think the second or third one, and you'll see the high volume printer. The powder shakers are getting here 2 to 3 days before then. I also have, just be patient, we ordered 5 small 13-inch 2-head systems, i3200, and I'm going to try these out and see where they'll go, because the truth is there's not too many more of these left that I'm going to be able to get my hands on, and I promise that the one problem about it is when these babies are gone, all we're all going to be doing is finding truly recycled units in the United States of America. But you can rest assured that when these come out of the Walgreens, the CVS, and the Walmarts, they are in perfect working condition. And before I let them go out, and especially, the 7900s are not on sale. The ones we saw over there, those are not on sale. They're full regular price, because, another thing I want to tell you all, okay, and is that you have to buy one of these printers. If you buy one of these printers out in the marketplace or Craigslist or something, understand that you cannot get the parts for the 7890, 7900 units any more, okay? Unless you are a person that has all Epson models, because all they've done is they've taken the same print head and moved it to different models and then discontinued the previous models. So watch out if you're buying these printers from somebody out there, because if you buy your own printer and you call me up from, you have a Mongoose sitting in the storage. Dude, that's incredible, man. Hey, listen, I just want to say, dude, everybody who has a Chinese printer should have one of these on backup, because they crash, dude. And when they crash, you spend days aligning the print head. That's kind of, honestly, that's what I'm afraid of. I know that when that gets there, I will really become a slave. But I mean, I align the print head on the DTF printers that are on our site. And they, it didn't take long. It took me like 2 hours and I had it done. But that doesn't mean other things are hard. And that's another thing that I wanted to do, is I wanted to work with a company that is, you know, no disrespect to, or anything like that, to DTF Superstore, you know, McLeod or any of those, DTG Superstore. Love McLeod. He's mad at me right now, but who cares? I'm destroying the market, he said. I'm not destroying the market, man. I just, you know, we don't have the cash flow to warehouse all these things in 2 states. And it's a lot harder, because you guys know you can, I have a 4-head model, it's terrible. And you're in Philadelphia, right? The ink stop screen and sign printing, or is that Jonathan? Huh. I feel like I'm being trolled. Like, I need to be coming to you. You're in Chicago. Gotcha, right. I need to be coming to you and telling you, hey man, I got these new Chinese printers coming in, although their main distribution is in Los Angeles. I'll need your help, you know, because those are stepping up to the real big boys. But if you got a Mongoose and it's not working, I don't know. It's still the infancy of the whole market. It's an infant market, right? And even though we're 2.5, 3 years in, it's still a baby market. Meaning, oh, I want to show you something. You want to know what's cool? So this unit here, golly. I just want to hide the serial number. Okay, check it out. So this came out of Walmart in, I don't know how you say the city. It's in New Jersey. Hold on, I'm trying to remember. Hi, Soy David. I don't charge to send the printer to Miami. So if the shipping is under $400, I do not charge you for shipping. I want you to print. I want you to print and have no worries. I'm going to ship these to you. The ink is super simple to print or put in and go. But let me show you something. I can't believe it. And maybe one of you out there have seen it. But this came from Walmart in New Jersey, and I want to show you. So let's see. Let me just cover this right here. So look at this total print. Do you see that? The total print is right there. From a Walmart, man, that is incredible. So it makes me wonder, I mean, how does this printer, being the model that it is, sit inside of a Walmart? They must have just got it back, or they put a new print head in it and Fuji reset the counter. That's probably what they did, I would think, because then you know. So and then of course on all of these, you just get them. They come with a resettable maintenance tank, everything you need to get going in printing. If you get this printer, I know people like my friend Eddie Nails. He's operating this printer, and all he has are the humidifiers right beside of his printer, and he's kind of in a open area setting where doors open. So all right, look, I got to get to work. I got to wrap these up. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And There's Kelly. Kelly, say hi to Eddie Nails. Hello. She's back there working. How much does one average come to us at? T-shirt, what do you mean? How much does one average come to us at? I don't understand. You mean how much does it cost to ship one on average? I need to get a drink. I don't understand the question. How much does one on average come to us at? The number you just, I don't know. Sometimes, sometimes I've seen them up in the double digits, or 5 digits. So the printers were made before the life has to be replaced on the printer to reach about 150,000 prints. I mean, when you think about that, it's like, God dang, dude, this is like Gutenberg's finest. I appreciate it, man. You have a good night too. I got to get these up and ready to wrapped up. Oh, that's what I was going to come in here and grab my wrapper. You guys peace out. I got a lot of work to do. And somewhere I have a printer wrap, shrink wrap somewhere in one of the areas. And then I will, right here, okay. All right. And I'll get back to you all later if you're one of the people and you're watching and you buy one of the units in here, we'll throw in some extra bright white ink. Just be sure that you tell me, hey Ernest, I watched you on the 28th, and that's the offer. You're gonna love this ink. Look at this, man. Never in this time have I seen ink this good. I'm so proud of it, so happy of it. And okay, so we're gonna take this and wrap this. And this one's going to Fall River. I think she's got these categorized. All right, guys, I gotta let you go, man. I'm sorry, my brain is just lost. So T-Town T-shirts, it's unknown, but it also depends how you buy it. If you want me to put in a brand new print head rather than the print head that's in it, then I can zero it out. But of course, I sell those print heads at a little bit of an extra add-on. So peace out, everybody. Listen, a recession is coming, okay? Understand that. The bottom is going to fall out of the market. Get one of these printers, and I promise you, you will print your way through the recession, right? So, there's no doubt about it. Best time of the sales. You can still, if you go on and look at the 10-channel printers that we have, I've even discounted those just a little bit, and I think those are right at about $5,500 or something like that. So maybe 65, I forget. All right, guys, peace out. Happy printing. You can make all your dreams come true, literally, by printing. But if you're one of the people that have an Asian printer, get one of these and you'll get through those dark times. All right, so long, everybody. I got to get to work. My wife's going to kill me.